So we're gonna move on to the eyes, and like you guys can see, I am going to try to recreate the Dua Lipa iconic Grammys 2021 look. So I'm gonna be trying to recreate her performance look rather than her red carpet look, because there are slight differences. I'll put both pictures here, and one of them is a little bit more purple, and then her iconic, beautiful performance look was pink. So I don't have like a pink glitter necessarily, and I think that's probably what her makeup artist used. I'll also put her makeup artist right here on the screen or down below. I found her and yeah, literally obsessed. And what was I saying? Oh yeah, so I don't have exactly what I think she probably used. So I'm gonna try to take what I already have in my makeup kit and try to recreate this, but I am very excited because her look was stunning. So we're gonna get started on the eyes. So I'm gonna take one of like the lighter browns in the Makeup by Mario palette, and I'm just gonna put a lighter brown in my crease. So after we have the brown just messily in my crease, I'm gonna go in with the pink and just go straight on the lid, because it doesn't look like there's really anything else but a pink shimmer all over the lid, which I think is like so simplistic and beautiful. But I'm gonna take my AMAZE because I don't really have many pink eyeshadows, but there are some good pinks in here. Like we have this one, so I'm gonna try to recreate. I also have a couple other palettes that I might kind of jump into, but I will let you guys know if that happens. But to start off, we're gonna start with the Anastasia, and I think I'm gonna take this color right here, and I'm gonna put this all over, and that's gonna be more of like the base of the pink eyeshadow, and then we will add glitter on top. So I am doing my eyes first because just in case there is fallout, it's gonna be so much easier to tackle it if my face makeup isn't done. But I'm gonna start off with a blending brush instead of a like packing brush, and I'm gonna try to pack on the color that way. Okay, so now I'm gonna take a packing brush now that I kind of have like the blending part down, and I'm gonna keep blending going back. So if it looks wonky, I'm still gonna come back, do a more packing motion. And this color definitely has fallout, so if you are gonna recreate and just use this palette, I would just recommend doing your eyes first. I normally like to do my skin first, probably because it's my favorite part, so I'm like, let's get to it, but yeah. Okay, so to lighten up the pink a little bit, because I do see that hers is more of like a baby pink, I'm gonna take Wasted, which is the color right above Razy, and it's like a very, I think you guys can see, it's like super like light, but it still has that pink undertone. So I'm gonna try to make like a more baby pink base And then we will just go on with the glitter because I feel like she only really has, you know, like pink. So now I'm going to use Barb, which is this really pretty color right here. It's gorge. So before I clean up under my eyes and all that, I'm going to use a flat brush with some Fix Plus and that color Barb. And that is going to be all over the lid. There's a lot of fallout, so there's a lot of fallout with this color, so I would just recommend wetting it just so you can have a little less. I'm actually gonna go in with my finger. Okay, now after that, I'm gonna go in with the Tati Beauty palette because she does have some glitter shades in here. So I'm gonna attempt to add some of this glitter on top. Oh, I wish I had a pink glitter. Totally wish I knew what she used. So since there is a lot of fallout and I kind of want to make this look a little clean, I'm going to take a makeup wipe and I'm just going to clean up any of the edges around under my eyes and anywhere where there's glitter. And this honestly took me forever. I had to cut a lot of it out because the glitter just kept getting everywhere. So, but I love a makeup wipe because it just makes life so much easier. Okay guys, so I basically just layered a ton of things together and I am left with like this pink glittery type of magic. I'm loving it. I feel like a fairy. Okay guys, so we're gonna move on to the face and I'm going to kind of go through this quickly just because everything is kind of the same as my last video. Alright guys, so I'm going to take my primer, and like I said, I'm just going to fast forward through my face since most of the stuff is what is in my last video. I'm going to take the Tatcha, I think it's Silk Canvas, and I've been loving this for my pores. It fills everything in, so your skin is nice and smooth and ready for foundation. So for some glow, I'm going to take these two products and they're going to make you glow to the gods. So I just put a little of each and then I am going to, I think I use my fingers to blend everything in. I honestly have been loving this stuff. This is the Auric Glow Lust. And I love to put this on with my hands, as you guys just seen. And as you can see, I am like a glowing goddess. So this is literally amazing under your foundation, and then you can also go over your foundation if you just want to use it as like a highlighter, like a liquid highlighter. But I literally love this. I am in the shade Pyrite. So yes, if you have the money, it is a little pricey, but it does have amazing packaging. But yeah, I highly recommend this product. Honestly, me thinking that this is less calories because it's smaller, but it's still soda. Alright guys, so I just finished applying my foundation. I wanted to do that off camera because I already have videos of me doing that, and it's just so time consuming that I just feel like it'll speed up this video because it's already going to be long. So looking at her makeup, sorry guys, I'm reaching over here because I'm using my computer to see her makeup up close. And it's honestly like super natural. So she has really intense brows, but I think her brows are already like that, so I'm gonna do more intense brows. But I'm gonna finish my face, I think, first. And I am looking at her face, and she has some contour for sure, and like a bronze rose type of blush, it's looking like to me. It's hard to tell because in photographs, makeup photographs differently. So I am not going to be exact, and I obviously don't look like her, I wish. But I'm just going to try my best to kind of recreate a more like glam look, but it's going to be more like natural, not as like intense as I go with like my blush and all that. So I'm gonna start out with my Milk Makeup Cream Bronzer. This is matte and it's called Baked. And I'm gonna take a brush. You can use any brush. I just use this little like Sephora brush that I've gotten. I think it's like the BYBEL or something, yeah. And I'm gonna use this to contour, but I'm definitely gonna keep it more towards the back of my face because I feel like that's just gonna give us the best look. Okay, so here I'm just blending my cream bronzer, as you guys saw, and I'm just going to carve out my cheekbones a little bit and add some bronzeness to my skin. And Dua Lipa has a sickening jawline, so you'll see in the next clip here that I'm going to be putting some on my neck just to fake the jawline since I don't have one. So of course her jawline is gorgeous. I'm going to take some of this Tarte bronzer that I have, and I'm going to use that to kind of carve out my jawline as much as possible. I obviously am not as in shape as she is. Her body is gorgeous, but I'm going to attempt. So here we go. So just to go the extra mile with the contouring, I am going to take that same Tarte bronzer, and I'm going to take like a small brush like this, and this is what I'm going to use to do a little bit more intense contour. Alright, so next I'm going to conceal using the NARS Radiant Creamy Concealer in Light 2.8. Then I'm going to use a little bit of Born This Way as well. So I'm going to start out with this one, the NARS one. Alright guys, so I just set under my eyes, on my smile lines, and like just around like this area with my Laura Mercier A powder. And then I'm going to go in with my Charlotte Tilbury Airbrush powder, face powder. And I'm going to use the Morphe M554. I really like this for like face powder. But I'm just going to go over kind of the places that I didn't put the Laura Mercier just to set the rest of my face so that we can go in with powder. So for bronzer and contour and all that, I'm going to use the Hoola Caramel. So I'm taking the Hoola bronzer, as you guys saw, and I'm just going to warm up my face as well as contour a little bit. And I'm going to try my hardest to kind of keep it towards the back of my face. I know sometimes I get a little crazy and I just start putting bronzer everywhere, but like, who doesn't? But I am going to be a little more conscious to keep it in the back of my cheeks because that's kind of how she has it. So you can use this tip if you take your bronzer too low. I just take a little bit of the Laura Mercier translucent powder and I just go right under my cheekbone, and it kind of just carves your contour so your face looks snatched. So I'm going to take Lovejoy by MAC, and this is like a bronzy, I don't know how to explain it, but I think it's a good color to use. And I'm going to keep it more towards the back like I did with the bronzer. Just because she doesn't really have anything like on her, the apples of her cheeks. It's more like towards the back, so. Alright, and I can't tell if she has highlighter on. It doesn't really look like it, so I'm not going to put any on. I'm going to move on to my eyebrows. So I'm just going to use the Anastasia Brow Wiz and the Anastasia Brow Pen. So taking the Brow Wiz and the brow pen, I am going to make my eyebrows a lot darker than usual and a lot thicker. Because Dua Lipa has amazing brows. So I'm just gonna probably look a little crazy after this without finishing the look. But her eyebrows kind of round in the front and I like a more squared look. So I kind of tried to do the best of both worlds, if that makes sense. So I don't know if it came out, but hopefully. Alright guys, so now that my brows are on and I look literally insane, I'm going to use the One Size liquid eyeliner just to line right on my lash line. So as we go on to the eyeliner, I'm using the One Size by Patrick Starr, and it's just a felt tip eyeliner, and I'm just going to kind of line my lower lash, or sorry, not my lower lash line, my upper lash line with just a thin line to define it a little more. Then I'm going to curl my eyelashes, which is the best. And then I'm going to go right onto mascara. I'm using the Charlotte Tilbury mascara. I think it's the Pillow Talk mascara. And then I'm using the MAC Giga Black mascara. And I really like to mix both of these, so that is what I'm going to be doing. Take just a little bit of black eyeliner and I'm gonna tight line. I'm gonna use MAC Strip Down, it's my go-to. Alright, so her lips are a little more pink than I first thought in my head. So I'm gonna try to go over this a little bit with some Pillow Talk by Charlotte Tilbury. So I'm gonna put a little bit of Fenty gloss on top. Hey guys, so I totally forgot to film an outro. So this is part of the outro, but then it got cut off. So I am coming on here to say thank you for watching. I love you guys. I hope you guys liked this Dua Lipa inspired makeup look. If you did, make sure to subscribe and I will see you in my next video. Bye guys. Thanks for watching.